And we're going to bug all our uplines for these. We want Tupperware to come out with this so we can print them out and use them exactly like that. They're fabulous. Yeah, and they don't have prices, so when our prices change, you can still keep them, and they're very professional looking.
Turn myself on. All right. Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Yay!
Excellent. I'm Denise, and I'm very proud to be the Elite Legacy Executive Director for Catch the Way. We're in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I feel so privileged and honored today because Tupperware is allowing me to introduce to you one of our new party themes for our menu of parties, and it's Love Your Planet. So I'm so excited. But before we get into the theme too much, I'd like to see if any of this sounds familiar to any of you. Have you ever heard people still do parties? Yeah, you've heard that, right? Or how about, oh, Tupperware parties. Yeah, that's so retro. Have you heard that? I get that one. Or how about, oh, Tupperware parties, yeah, I know what you're talking about. My mom used to do those all the time.
Yeah.
Do people say that to you? Well, you know what? It's because people that haven't been to a Tupperware party recently, then Tupperware seems very old-fashioned, and the parties seem very quaint, right? But let's talk about what is hot, what is trendy, what is modern now. Now, I'm sure that all of you would agree with me that at the top of the list, eco-consciousness, right? Sustainability, everything that is planet-friendly, that is cool. That is popular. So it's awesome that our Tupperware product actually is more relevant now than it ever has been, right? And now that we have this new party theme, Love Your Planet, then you know what? Also, the Tupperware party is more relevant now than it ever has been, okay? And what I like, because we talked about all those objections earlier, what I like is having these new parties actually gives us additional ways to overcome objections. So let me share with you some of the ones that I've heard and how I've overcome them, okay? Because people, you know what? When they are considering whether or not to be a host and they're not sure, sometimes all it is they need to hear the right answer, okay? So if somebody says to me, oh, honey, I just have so much Tupperware. I'm sure I have everything in the catalog. You know, I don't need any more. I have everything. Then my response to them is, oh my gosh, that's so awesome, a Tupperware collector. How are you loving our wonderful microfiber towels? Aren't they great? They just do the job every time. And then they're kind of like, because you know what, they don't have them. So what they say is they go, Tupperware has towels? Oh my gosh, you don't have our towels? They're so fabulous. We've got to get you some because I don't want your collection to be incomplete. Okay? Or how about, how many times have you ever heard them say to you, you know what, loved the party, loved the product, but sorry, I'm downsizing right now. Have you heard that? So then the way that I would respond to them is, that's so awesome. You don't always have to say, that's so awesome, but be excited, because you know what happens. If you're excited, they totally get thrown. They're like, what? And then, let me hear what she has to say next, okay? So, again, I would say, that's so awesome. You're downsizing? That is great. I'm excited, because Tupperware has a new demonstration that is perfect for a smart person like you. Notice the compliment? For a smart person like you that understands that less waste and living a simpler life is the best way to go. All right? Or, I get this one a lot. I'm just so busy, you know, all the kids' activities, I've got so much to do, right? You hear that? And then, of course, I respond, that's so awesome, right? That's so awesome. You know, busy moms like you that are always on the go. Well, what's great is Tupperware has this demonstration that teaches about safe. You're talking to moms now, right? You want to make sure you say safe and eco-friendly solutions for the entire family. Okay? And then it's not just overcoming objections, even throughout your Tupperware party, because when you're at a party, it's really easy to bring these, introduce these themes in, and throw them in as dating bids. And that's because of, really, isn't every party an eco party when you're talking Tupperware anyway? Okay, so what happens is that if you're at your party and maybe you're talking food storage and you're talking packing lunches, things like that, then what you might want to do is bring it around to sustainability by throwing in a fact like nearly 1 trillion disposable bags are produced each year, and they're made from harmful, non-biodegradable ingredients. That really brings it to sustainability, right? But you want to make sure they can relate, so you have to make sure that you say, did you know that every time you use a baggie, you're throwing money in the trash? So not just the environment. Every time you use a baggie, you're throwing money in the trash. And I want you to think about your typical lunch. Now, in theory, so think about your typical lunch. You all got it? How many bags could you use in that lunch? 4 or 5? Okay, now multiply that by the number of people in your family. Wow. You guys, again, every baggie is money in the garbage. When instead, you can be using Tupperware products which are reusable, and instead, every time you use a Tupperware product, money in the bank, right? So what you want to do is you want to attend our new Waste Free to Go party, because at that party we're going to teach you simple and easy ways of being friendly to the planet while being that busy on the go person, okay? So that's one of our themes, again, Waste Free to Go. Now, let's talk about another one of our themes. Don't all of you demonstrate at your parties Fridge Smart all the time, right? Fridge Smart, you love them. So I know you're telling people that it's going to help your produce last longer. So therefore, you're going to save money. You're telling them all that, right? Well, also to really drive it home to sustainability again, what you can say to them is, guys, did you know that the average family of 4 throws away 24 pounds of produce every month? And with that produce, often there's additional packaging or little stickers or things like that. So more waste. So think about that. You're throwing away food. Then you've got all that waste. Again, money in the trash. Whereas instead for your food storage, instead for all of your food, if you're using Tupperware, that's going to be money in the bank, right? Well, you'll get to learn more about that when you come and attend Planet Friendly, one of our great eco parties. Okay? Now we do have a third option. So this is a little bit different than the other demonstrations that you saw, the manual parties that you've seen so far, in that in this theme, there are actually 3 different smaller themes broken down in. And so the last one is called Cleanup Crew. And like our other themes, it can be a standalone demonstration, like I've talked about, or you can combine it with the other themes. And like in baseball, if you combine it with the other themes, it should follow Planet Friendly and Waste Free to Go, because you want it to clean up and hit it out of the park and bring it all home for you, right? Y'all didn't get that? Bump, bump.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm with you. I got a son that plays baseball.
All right. And so, let's go ahead and focus on actually Cleanup Crew as its own demonstration. And the reason why I want to do that is I don't want to lose any of you here, but I want you to think about something. Do any of you do modular-only demonstrations, solely modulars? None of you here? Oh my gosh, go over there afterwards and find out all about that, because if you do solely modular demonstrations, you will sell so much modular. So much more. If you sell tons now, you're going to sell 10 tons. So you'll want to think about doing that. Well, it's the same kind of concept as I want you to think about. If you think, I can't do just microfiber. I just can't. I have to bring my bend and serve. I can't just do microfiber. I have to bring something else. Well, you know what? what happens is sometimes you're talking to people, and if you have too much, they get confused. And they get a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you get an okay